Yes, hello yet again. Be with you in a few seconds. Getting this thing out of retirement. The old Weped SS. It's been in for about a year and a half, close to 2 years. And just thought I'd bring it out of retirement. But this time I'm just going to change pretty much everything that is inside. Let's put it this way, I'm going to change the innards. Controller. I've got about 3 sets of different controllers, and I'm waiting for a new one to come next week. So I'm just going to clean her all up. Don't know if you can see this. Yeah, I bought a step-down converter, new step-down converter, new wirings, new tires. Lord, pretty much everything is, sorry for the noise, new screen. Don't know if you can see that. Whole bunch of stuff. I'm just going to wire all this stuff down there so that it's going to be in working condition. I've been using my motorbike most of the time now, and so just decided, okay, let me just get back to this thing here and see how we can work this out. So right now I'm just going to take out this controller here, and I'll run through what my work is going to be like in the next episode, the wiring and all that kind of stuff, and get rid of all that spaghetti. Well, not all of it, but just change all that stuff and get new brake lights. Everything else is working, is in perfect working condition. 2 new engines, 2 new motors, new brakes. Pretty much everything is new. So what do you call it? Steering dampers new. Yeah, like I said, everything's new. Right. Where are these things? Hold on a second. When you're occupied with a lot of work and other things, you just get like, oh man, do I really need it? But every time I went down to the garage, I saw this, my old Weped, and I said, okay, I've got to get her on the road again. But this time, different. I'll tell you something, if you're going to invest in a Weped, be very careful, because those guys are just like a waste of time 80% of the time. I mean, they have good scooters and all that kind of stuff, but when it comes to if you have problems, you're all alone. They do not have backup for controllers or parts like Tuono has, or other companies like Tabaroon and what have you. When you need extra parts, they will get it to you. These jokers here are just like sell you something that's mighty high priced, and if you know anything about a little bit of electronics and you see exactly what's in it, these guys are selling crackerjack boxes. The frame and everything is pretty good. In fact, it's pretty much, I think, one of the best. But when it comes to the rest of the stuff, if you're not a DIY kind of person, you're in a whole lot of beans. And batteries are good. I don't know if you can see that one there. Here. Great. I got a 7245A. I'll let you know in the next episode exactly what kind of control I'll be getting. I had this square wave controller before, which is highly responsive, extreme amount of torque and high speed takeoff. problem is with those things is like, because they're so powerful, they have a tendency to burn out. Mine did not burn out. Okay, MOSFETs. I had a few things which I bought new MOSFETs and all that kind of stuff, but I decided to change it and get something lighter, more modern. As you know, this SS is not the latest. But you know what? It is one of the best. Still, I believe the best that's out there from this Weped group. I mean, the FS, I never really liked the shape. And all the other Wepeds with whatever kind of name, Ghost Partner, Beelzebubs, and all these funny names that they have out there. Some of them look like Banshees, probably fast and all that, but you better know what you're doing if you do invest in one of those things. And like I said, the after sales service is the worst. Worst. You know, you think a lot of people will always say the Chinese are bad and all that kind of bullshit. Chinese are pretty much better than everybody else when it comes to parts and supplies and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Korea, maybe Korea is good, but I'll tell you one thing, they are shite when it comes to Weped. So never again. After this one, I'll just keep this one updated, fix it up myself, upgrade it myself. What's going on here? Okay, just getting, what do you call it, the hall sensors uncoupled. What else is holding this together? What is going on here? Oh, I see. Okay. Gotcha. We've got the ground wire stuck. Right. This controller here is a 2x 65 amp. Pretty neat. It's a racing, what do you call it, controller. But I do not like, I don't know, there's just something about it I do not like. I'll probably sell it to anybody who's interested in getting a Gemini controller. Just let me know. I have about, like I said, I have about 5 controllers which I'll be getting rid of at a pretty low price. So just let me know. I'll ship it to you. You pay the shipping. Okay, so that's that. I'll clean up all these wires here, straighten them up. This is just getting this stuff ready for the new controller. And I could very easily buy the latest scooters, but I have no need for all that stuff. I really like the shape of this SS. Like I said, I think it's a classic and pretty much the best looking Weped out there. And she holds her own. What I need to do is just change the motors, which I already have. You know, I could get the 75mm magnets, and you know, change a few things like the controller and all that kind of stuff. All the other stuff is just basically for lighting and all that kind of stuff. I have a relay here. Don't know if you can see it. So a lot of this stuff here is just for like 3-speed, which I might connect or I might not, but then since I have that computer up there on deck, I'll go via that, so I don't need to connect a lot of these stuff. Some of them are just from the old controller, so they'll be sort of like devoid of action. Just remember to cover the ends or cut them up so that no wires are sticking out and you don't get a short. That one is for the brake, which I'll connect to the new controller. Right, so those wires are done, and as you can see, don't know if you can see, that's where the compartment down there, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, that's the area I have to work with, you know. It's pretty nifty. At least it's got its own compartment for all that kind of stuff. So I'll clean her up, and we'll get back to you when I get the new controller. Take it easy until then. Oh, by the way, today's the 8th of June. Take care.